The former world number one believes the ATP Tour will remain strong when the likes of him, Djokovic and Nadal step away from the sport. Roger Federer, photo by Chrysaline Caio, copyright at Sportvision. Swiss maestro Roger Federer believes the addition of cool events in recent years will help secure interest in men's tennis in the long term. The 20-time Grand Slam champion spoke about the subject following his opening win at the BNP Paribas Open in Indian Wells. The 20-time Grand Slam champion is considered as one of the star attractions of the men's tour, alongside rivals Rafael Nadal and Novak Djokovic. Between them, they have won 52 Grand Slam titles and 92 Masters 1000 trophies since 2003. The group, which also includes Andy Murray, are known as the Big Four of tennis. I'm a strong believer the game will be fine. Whatever problems we are facing now on the tour or whatever void you're talking about, we have so many cool events on the tour, maybe Masters 1000s or World Tour Finals, Slams, Laver Cup, Davis Cup, ATP Cup. There is so many cool events to attend that it always generates new superstars, either in the local market, or internationally, Federer said during his press conference. In recent years the ATP have been heavily promoting the next contingent of young players through their Next Generation campaign. A group of players aged under 21 that are ranked in the top 200. Alexander Zverev and Stefanos Tsitsipas are both current top 10 players. Meanwhile, 18-year-old Felix Auger-Aliassime recently broke into the top 100 to become the youngest player in that group. I think a lot of guys have a very interesting story to tell, but right now the media, they choose to focus on still our story, that Rafa is still going, I'm still going, Novak is dominating, explained Federer. All these things, it's very cool. That new wave is coming through. That new wave is inevitably going to win slams and tournaments, and then we will hear more about them. Whilst optimistic, the 37-year-old admits that it is hard to make everybody happy when it comes to the sport. Recalling a similar situation the sport found itself in following the departure of Andre Agassi and Pete Sampras. When Pete and Andre started to go away and we had a lot of different Grand Slam champions at that time, which I thought was quite exciting. But people said, like, where is the guy that wins all the time? And then when you have a guy winning all the time, then they say, where are the guys winning separately? He said. It's never quite right, but I think we will be totally fine. Federer will play Stan Wawrinka in the third round at Indian Wells in what will be a rematch of the 2017 final. Next-gen players in top 100 as of the 3rd of November 2019, 58 Felix Auger-Aliassime can 1825, Denis Shapovalov can 1910, Stefanos Tsitsipas GRE 2024, Alex de Minaur 2066, Hugo Humbert Fra 2094, Casper Ruud Noor 23, Alexander Zverev GER 2135, Francis TFO USA 2146, Taylor Fritz USA 2159, Riley Opelka USA 2161, John Mooner 21, Spanish Pesetas Canadian next-gen star Denis Shapovalov beat US Steve Johnson 6-3, 6-4 to reach the third round at the BNP Paribas Open at Indian Wells, where he will face Marin Cilic. World number 25 Denis Shapovalov hit 8 aces, won 91% of his first serve points and dropped only 4 first serve points. The young Canadian player earned a break in each set, one in the 8th game of the first set and another in the 3rd game of the 2nd set, and saved the break point in 2 of his final 3 service games to secure his spot in the 3rd round. I stayed really composed in my match today. I think the level was really high from both of us. It was just fun to play in that atmosphere. There were so many Canadian fans. I felt like I was playing in Canada. It was a great environment, a great match, and I am happy with everything, said Shapovalov. Shapovalov will face 2014 US Open champion and 3-time Grand Slam finalist Marin Cilic, who beat Dusan Lajovic 6-4, 6-3 after 1 hour and 33 minutes. Obviously it's a tough match. I have not thought too much about it. I played against him once before. He is a tough player. He was playing really well, so I am expecting a battle. "I feel good. I am looking forward to it," said Shapovalov about his next match against Cilic. The Croatian player converted 4 of his 6 breakpoints. Cilic went up a double break in the second and fourth games to race out to a 4-0 lead. Lajovic pulled 1 break back in the 5th game and held his service game to 15 to claw his way back to 2-4. Lajovic saved 7 breakpoints to hold his serve at the 7th deuce in the 8th game for 3-5. Cilic served out the first set at 15 in the 10th game. Cilic went up a set and a break in the 3rd game to take a 2-1 lead. Lajovic broke straight back in the 4th game to draw level to 2-2. Cilic got another break in the 7th game and held his serve at 15 to open up a 5-3 lead. Cilic had to save 3 breakpoints before serving out the match on the 4th deuce in the 10th game. The Croat won 77% of his first serve points. The former world number 1 overcame a minor scare in the second set to book a place in the 3rd round of the BNP Paribas Open. Roger Federer, photo by Chrysaline Caio, copyright at Sport Vision. Roger Federer's quest for a record 6th Indian Wells Masters title has got off to a solid start after the world number 4 brushed aside Germany's Peter Gojowczyk 6-1, 7-5, in his opening match. Fresh off winning his 100th title in Dubai, the 20-time Grand Slam champion proved too strong against his opponent, who recently described Federer as one of his idols during an interview with Swiss channel SRF. During their encounter, the 37-year-old hit 24 winners to 18 unforced errors and saved 6 out of the 7 breakpoints he faced. "I think fighting in the second set trying to withstand his shot-making," the Desert Sun quoted Federer as saying afterwards. "He was really going for big shots and I think I was making the plays in the first set, and he was doing a really good job in the second set. And he started to serve better, maybe I was just a little more consistent in the end. I had a little more variation. It was certainly a tough win and I'm happy I avoided the tiebreaker." He added. A mere 31 minutes saw Federer race out to a 6-1 lead as he kick-started the match by winning 5 games in a row. Meanwhile, and out of sorts, Gojowczyk was severely punished for his low first serves in rate, which was only 37%. A stark contrast to Federer, who dropped only 2 points behind his serve throughout the opening set. Despite the clinical start, Federer started to unravel with a series of double faults disrupting his momentum, enabling the world number 85 to work his way to a 3-1 advantage in the second set. Nevertheless, it was only a matter of time before he regrouped to draw even. Still, Federer continued to be placed under pressure by the German as he saved 4 breakpoints in a single game to level 4-4. In the end, it was Gojowczyk's problematic serve that was his undoing. A double fault at the worst possible time from the German rewarded Federer his 4th break in the match and this time a chance to serve for a place in the 3rd round. An opportunity seized by the Swiss player, who secured the 87-minute win following a forehand shot from his opponent drifting beyond the baseline. Win number 63 at Ben Paribas Open at Roger Federer beats Gojowczyk 6-1, 7-5 to book his place in R3. He has now won 63 matches in Indian Wells, which is his highest match win total at any ATP Masters event. Kei Nishikori survived a big test from Adrian Mannarino to reach the 3rd round in Indian Wells. Kei Nishikori at ATP_Tour Twitter. Kei Nishikori struggled past Adrian Mannarino 6-4, 4-6, 7, 6-4 to reach the 3rd round at Indian Wells. The Japanese star had to work hard as he struggled to deal with Mannarino's creative game style in his 2-hour and 23-minute win. As a result of his hard-fought win, he will now play either Lucas Pouille or Hubert Hurkacz in the 3rd round on Tuesday. Meanwhile, 20th seed David Goffin wasn't so lucky as he convincingly lost to Serbian qualifier Filip Krajinovic 6-3, 6-3. After a share of breaks in the middle of the opening set, Nishikori continued to try and grind Mannarino down as he was desperately looking for solutions. In a long final game, the world number 7 broke to seal the first set and the early advantage in his second-round clash. The second set was much more efficient from both men as they settled into a rhythm and sensed how important the set was. However, the Frenchman, who hasn't been on a great run of form, punished Nishikori for not taking his opportunities after he broke on the 9th game. On his third set point, Mannarino proved clinical as he forced a deciding set against the 6th seed. The Frenchman continued his momentum in the third set as he led by a break twice in the decider. The second break meant that Mannarino would serve for the upset and to book his place in the last 32 of Indian Wells. However, the win never materialized as Nishikori would break back on his third break point to force a tiebreak. This was followed up by a smart tiebreak from the world number 7, and despite a mini scare, Japan's finest survived a massive scare. Kei Nishikori, movie camera at Tennis TV, pic.twitter.com/6shiboawa, doublefault28, at doublefault28, March 10, 2019. It wasn't the best performance, but the main thing for Nishikori is that he is still in the tournament. He will need to play better against Lucas Pouille or Hubert Hurkacz, who beat him in Dubai 2 weeks ago, if he wants to progress in California. Goffin ousted out by Krajinovic. However, 20th seed David Goffin didn't have the same luck as he was defeated by former Masters 1000 finalist Filip Krajinovic. The Serbian broke 6 times as he convincingly knocked out the Belgian, who is clearly struggling with finding his confidence. His win means that next up on Tuesday will be 14th seed Daniil Medvedev, who boasted the most amount of wins on a hard court in the 2018 season. There were also wins for 22nd seed Kyle Edmund, 25th seed Diego Schwartzman, and lucky loser Andrei Rublev as the second rounds conclude on Sunday.